Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do another gameplay review where I review one of someone in my Discord's gameplay. We break it down. Things I want to focus on today is last time we talked about, if you watched episode I believe 8, we talked about people and making sure that you don't take your defenseman and rush up and and attack someone that has the puck. You talk about keeping your players in position. So there's an alternative side to that. There's being too passive and being soft at the blue line, which is almost just as bad. So today we're going to focus on that. It's a Division 5 player. I believe his name is gamertags Walrus. We're going to watch him, and again, I go over some things that you got to be careful of. Zone entry is, in my opinion, one of the most important, if not the most important thing about NHL. If you can be great at denying zone entries, you don't got to play defense. And if you're great at gaining the zone, you have a lot more opportunity of spending time in the offensive zone that'll lead to more goals. So that is something I want to focus on a lot in these gameplay modes. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please subscribe if you haven't for daily NHL content. All right, let's get into today's review. All right, guys, so this is Walrus. He's in Division 5. We're going to review his gameplay here and see what we got in store, all right? See what we got. Again, anyone watching on YouTube, I have my chat open as well, so if I'm talking in that and you don't know why, that's why. All right, so we're looking at the Calgary Flames jerseys here. Oh, dude, you got to adjust. Oh, no, you can't see it. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this. So in my last couple videos, I talked about being too aggressive with your defenseman, all right? Being too aggressive with your defenseman. So, like, in the last video, the last person's gameplay, what was happening, I think it was Maze Jolt, he would take his defender and run right at this guy, which is a big-time no-no, okay? So, my man Walrus here does the exact opposite. So there's a fine line between both. There's pulling yourself out of position, and then there's being too passive, okay? So he selects his defenseman, doesn't go out of position, but the thing is he backskates the entire way and doesn't put pressure on. So you want to slow down and almost stop backskating. I mean, you could even turn around if you want, but it's always best to have the play in front of you. But what you want to do is slow down so that these guys can catch up. The problem here is that he gives them the entire zone. So to be honest, you could have switched to this guy to bump him, but you can't give up soft zone entries like that. You guys would be blown away if you go back and watch your games and watch your gameplay, how many goals happen because of soft zone entries, okay? Zone entries are probably, I mean, this is going to sound weird, but probably the most important thing in defense and offense, because if you can't get into the defensive zone, you're not scoring, and if you don't allow someone into your defensive zone, they ain't scoring, right? So, it's something that's extremely important, and learning how to master, gap control and meeting at the blue line is something that's going to change your game entirely. So this right here, he doesn't pull him out of position, but you give the zone way too easily, and then this whole sequence happens, all of this, because he gave him a soft zone entry. If he just slowed down at the blue line, his forwards would have caught up and probably doesn't get into the zone. Okay, I like that. I like that. So what you're saying is if you play your players in position, it'll take your game to the next level. Yes, that is one of the biggest things. If you watch your gameplay back, when you put your players in the right position, it is unbelievable how much better they play. I mean, that right there was a perfect neutral zone defense. He played where his players were supposed to be, and there was nowhere for him to go. Another soft zone entry. Again, guys, so you're playing very careful, which means that you're not going to give up a breakaway or a 2-on-1, right? Like right here. Actually, did I go back too far? Yeah. You got to move that quicker too. But like right here, this is tough because if you switch to this guy and attack, right, that's probably going to be a 2-on-1 right here. So this is actually a pretty tough instance, I'm not going to lie. But you could switch to him and slow it down because he just, like, look at this. He's got all of this now. He can just go down behind the net. Your AI will never attack the puck. They'll only play the body, and that's if you set it to high aggressiveness. So your opponent is going to know that because you're not manually playing defense here on this guy, he doesn't really have to worry. He can just hold the backhand or forehand deke, and he's not going to lose the puck. Easy shot. Okay. That's a bad shot for his opponent. Okay, not a bad force there. Not a bad force. This is Division 5. See, that was a perfect zone denial, and it just squeaked through. Like that right there is what you want to do. Why is this not pausing? Like, this is just unfortunate bounces. Like, that's meeting perfectly. Use the body, and it just poked free. Like, that's hockey. That's just a bad bounce. But that was a really, really good zone, gap control and neutral zone. Save on. So, all right, guys. So in this, when you get into the zone, something else I'm trying to teach you guys, especially in the lower division. So this guy is from Division 5, right? A lot of people, if they don't have that pass into the middle, they'll just take a shot on goal. It's really just giving up possession here. So if you run the behind the net strategy, which everyone should be running for the most part, there's obviously some cases and instances where crash the net and overload work, but for the most part, behind the net is the best way to go just because of how the game plays. So in this instance right here, right, this is covered. Like this isn't getting through really. You could force it and maybe all of this is, open if he just sticks and gets down behind the net. The advantage, guys, of taking this and going behind the net is insanely valuable. I'll give you two reasons why. One, it actually sets up the strategy that you have your line set to. But two, if you turn the puck over there, they have to go the full length of the ice. Okay? So let's say right here, and he gets bumped or something, or the shot gets blocked. He's now got a guy up that's not going to be back in the play. I will 1,000% rather lose the puck behind the net than I would, up here with guys rushing towards the net, right? Because then you just have less people to defend. So just always take the ice. Like, look at the pass and then look ahead, okay? Don't just... You can tell when someone's staring at the player with the puck. Got to make a commitment. So again, yeah, I don't know if you have auto back skating on, Walrus. Make sure that it's turned off, okay? Because this instance right here, you want to either make a stick check or attack their body at the blue line. So you're being safe, like right here, okay? This guy can cover this guy, and this guy has got this guy. Again, so make sure that you're looking at these immediately. So like the second you switch here, he can't get around you, so you can take a half second to look and see what's coming, okay? But right here, your back skating, this whole thing needs to be over. Like, you need to force him in there, right? Because he's just going to blow right by you, right? That was a great manual switch to block that backdoor pass, though. That was a great play. I like that. The reset, that's a really nice zone entry. I don't think you meant to do that on purpose. Same thing, man. Same thing. Way too easy into the zone, man. You got to make sure his zone entry, he's got to battle or make a move, do something to get in the zone. It's a great shot. I'm trying to see if there was an actual exit out of the zone here. Okay, so I talked about this yesterday a lot when you're trying to, when you've got the puck and you're going behind your net and you've got to try and break the puck out, but someone is pressuring you, the best way to do it, before you get to this puck, okay, before you get to the boards, have an eye. Like, look into the middle. That's where your center usually is. That's why I always talk about how your centers can be a bit slower, because they're the ones basically for the outlet out of the zone as opposed to the ones streaking up the ice. Because right here, so if he passes to him immediately, I mean, this isn't a bad play. Like, he was forced to go backwards in his own zone, so you never want to be forced to go back. But then, yeah, it's just a mess, right? You want to make sure you make the simple pass. The centerman is usually always open on the breakouts. That's great defense. Backdoor? Oh, what a save. I don't think he has, I think he might have auto back skate on. Make sure it's turned off, guys. Oh, nice move. Nobody there. Tough. Big hit there. Nice shot. See what slowing people down to the blue line can do, guys? Like, look at this. So this whole play, right? He's got two guys back. That's it, right? So 2-on-2. But he's not controlling this guy, but nonetheless, this guy is not out of position because he's his AI. Like, he's got to go so left and right that it's just slowed down, and now he's got a 4-on-3 situation in his own zone. Just from slowing the play down, ends up being a turnover. That's a nice force. Nothing you could do there. All right, same thing, man. Breakouts, man. This whole time, chat, this whole time that you're skating back into the zone, do not stare at the puck. Look at what's coming and what's available. So right here, okay? Send this around. Send this around. Like, this guy needs to have a shot at it or immediately into the, like, no, you can't. So in this situation, he's got to hold it because he should have just passed along the boards here right away. And that guy would have been open. Instead, it's a turnover. Oh, nice. Okay, so you got to watch the 2-on-1. So, real quick. Okay. Is it this one? Yeah. So, real quick, okay? When you're in this situation and you're deciding whether you need to make a move, you need to take a half-second look to see if there's 2-on-1s, mini 2-on-1s happening, okay? So, right here, there is no situation in which you should be attacking this puck carrier. I know that you're supposed to attack him at the blue line, but it's already passed because you're in a situation right now. You're in a 2-on-1 because look what happens. Like, that's open now. He could have passed it, but he was able to just get by you, which is, that's not good. But you need to make sure that you're staying in the middle of that mini 2-on-1. What a poke check by your goalie, though. Fight for it. There we go. Big save. Again, really passive, man. So this isn't the same situation. If you would have had a look, right? Right here, first thing. There's no 2-on-1 here. This guy's got this guy, and this guy's too far back. You can attack this guy at the line. But instead, it's a passive zone entry into the zone, and, you know, it's puck back down here. Oh, nice move. Nice move. Rebound. Oh. All right, so that'll do it for the first period here of Walrus. So, again, zone entries appear to be a common theme here in these videos. And the other day, we saw what happens when you're too aggressive with your defensive. In this case, the exact opposite, being too passive. You have to make sure that you're not staring at the guy with the puck on offense or defense. You need to take a second or a half second to see what else is there, because that's what good players are doing. That's what they're not staring at the guy with the puck half the time. But you need to make sure that you can't back up into the zone entirely. You need to make sure you slow down. So, and I think he's got auto back skating on. It looked like it. Stop that. You can turn around earlier so that you don't get burned by. And then try and guide your guy into the boards. So, but something to watch for. Not a bad game by any means, but thanks for putting your gameplay in here so we could review it. Let me know in the comments or in stream how it goes over the next 5 to 10 games, my man. But a good job, and thank you guys for watching.